All right, we are live.
Hello.
I wanted to make our intro short tonight, you guys. We have a lot to go over, want to talk about. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm going to let people roll in here. Say hi to everyone. Of course, Eve.
Eve.
Thank you, Eve. And GL Boards popped in earlier. I don't know if he's in here now, but he popped in like half an hour early.
Smoky Mountain Robin.
Of course, the real Rockin' Robin, the
Real
one and
Rockin'
only.
Robin.
Spitfire, the real Rockin' Robin. That's what I call her. Let's see who else we got coming
You go
in.
so fast. I can't read
I
it.
was those are
Angel Wings. Tennessee Truth.
Tennessee Truth. You know who that is?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Glad to know.
You said Angel Wings already?
Mm-hmm.
She's one of my favorites. Not everyone's
You
my
say
favorite.
that
Everyone's my favorite.
Oh, there's Bortz.
There he is. And my dad is on a cruise.
My dad is
Another one of my favorites.
Oh, getting jealous.
No, it's not a competition. We
Kidding.
Yeah, so we're gonna tonight we're going to I'm not gonna replay the interview video. You guys hopefully saw it. If you didn't see it, I didn't put it in the description. That was silly. Yes.
Well,
he is our wonderful bouncer. So I'm not gonna play it, but I am going to give kind of some additional stuff that Frank and I talked about. I'm not playing any additional Frank audio. I promised him I wouldn't until we discuss later. He and I may have further discussions. There may be stuff in the future. There may not. It's really up to him. I think you'll learn a little bit about Frank tonight, what I'm allowed to say, a little bit about his character. I'm going to say right off the bat, I want you guys to know this about Frank. I had a list of topics and I shared it with him because I want to make sure it's okay if I talk about it. Everything from my memory. Again, I'm not playing his voice. There were 2 stories I wanted to tell that he told me personally about just good things he had done, and I wanted to share with everyone about his character. And this further shows his type of character. He saw the list of things I wanted to talk about. He said, not those 2 things. He said, I did them for a reason, and it wasn't for clout. It wasn't for recognition. Those things are private. And to me, that's amazing because the things that he did for others selflessly show what kind of person he is. And that would also defend against anyone saying anything negative about him. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about the negative stuff. He honestly, I don't think he actually cares about what YouTubers say. That's my impression.
He's actually a really funny guy.
He is.
I think.
He's got a weird sense of humor sometimes, but it just, that to me says a lot. And so I'm going to respect that. I'm not going to tell those personal stories. But I'm going to go through comments because there were a lot of you who asked comments about why didn't you ask about Randy? Why didn't you ask about people on Ben Hill and a bunch of other comments? And I got tired of responding. I did ask, but we didn't share because a lot of the things that I was asking him, he didn't have personal knowledge of, and he would have been guessing or speculating. And so we're not going to provide speculation. There were some things he told me. He told me about people he knew that I talked to. I was able to confirm he was telling me the truth by talking to other people I was asking him about. They confirmed his story. So little things at a time, you kind of check if someone's telling you accurate information. It may not even be related to Summer's case, but if they're telling you the truth about that, then it's more likely they're telling you the truth about everything else. So I talked to people who he told a story. I confirmed it from other people. It was true. I'll generally talk about it tonight, but I'm not giving anybody's personal stories, information, things like that. I know. I gotta try harder.
Right.
We should just make something up tonight. Like throw out something like it's true. Don't provide any receipts, any evidence.
I am not gonna comment on that.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to, go ahead. But...
Thank you, Teresa. And before we get to that, before we get to Frank and Van Hill interview and some information around other stuff that we heard there, I did want to mention something real quick. I had an interaction through email earlier today with you guys are probably going to be shocked I'm even talking about him, with Benny Keys. Did you know that? I didn't even tell you.
I didn't make a noise just then.
Well, I know you're mad about some things, but I was mad, but Benny had, if you guys watched, we were on Cher's channel way back end of last year.
Gosh, that was a long time ago.
Benny was on the panel, and of course I was not happy because of the things he had said about our daughters and about us before that. This is a while back. I'm not going to rehash the old thing all over again, but
unlike other people.
Yeah. You know, I don't, we have a policy. Somebody attacks our channel, I block them, and we just don't talk about them.
Right.
But he apologized. He literally, in that panel, I was on that panel with him, and he apologized. And I know some of you don't like him, some of you do, but he did apologize, okay, at that point. So I went back, went to my channel, I unblocked him. I even subscribed to his channel because I'm like, hey, you know what? He seems to be trying to do better and not be that way. So it was good. I thought we were cool. And then I discovered, like a month or two later, there are two channels who always are attacking us. And
no.
Yeah, and I heard he was on with them, and he was once again bringing our daughters into it, and he was feeding them all this bullshit. And so I got mad. I'm like, okay, that's it. You know, one chance. I gave him a chance, and so I blocked him again, and that was it. And so, however, he recently reached out to a co-friend, I guess, someone I'm friends with who he talks to, and he wanted to talk, and he was like, wanted to set up a conversation, I think on his channel. I'm not sure if it was even an interview, but I'm like, dude, unless you apologize about that and I mean, I thought it was an apology, and we had a back and forth on email a little bit, and I think there's some confusion.
Okay.
He didn't seem to, I don't know if he knew what I was talking about.
Really?
Yes. And
and
he claimed that I had threatened him, like physically threatened him at one point, which I didn't know. I didn't know what he was talking about. Toward the end, though, I'll tell you what happened was there was a point late last year where I was on a channel, Lisa Marie, I think, at one point. It was an Ernie.
No, I don't remember that.
Topic was Ernie or something. And I was angry about the thing about my daughters. And I said, if he ever shows his face, man, he's going to hit the floor. I made that comment. So he took that as a threat.
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
I was actually talking to one of my daughters about this last night.
Really?
And she was just like, that is hilarious. She just like, oh my gosh, people do anything, say anything. She thought it was so funny. So that's her reaction, luckily.
Yeah. Yeah. So at the end, I realized, you know what, you go through life. Yeah, I know. You go through life like being angry at people. It drains your energy. It doesn't help anybody. It hurts yourself being angry. And
that's true.
I told him, my last message was, you know what? I'm not angry anymore. We do have a policy. People that attack our channel, it's just we block them and we don't mention them. But I told him I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad anymore. I mean, past is the past, whatever. And I told him it looks like he's trying to do better on his channel. I hope he continues.
Right.
I hope he continues, and I hope he does well.
Honestly, though, he's not really the one that keeps talking about that.
Not directly.
Not him anymore.
No, it's not really him.
That came out of him, but certain people have latched onto it. So.
Yep. So I just want to say I'm not mad at Benny. I hope he does well. A lot of people like him, and he covers some good stuff, good topics. And so moving on, should I cover that next before
what?
Here's the other thing I want to cover tonight. I'm going to be transparent with everyone because I'm really sick of people. Most comments on our videos are very positive, and I love you guys for that. I thank you for showing appreciation for the work that we put into the videos. It is a lot of work. It's a lot of running around. There's talking to people. There's driving around. Sometimes we search. Lately, it's been cold as heck. So
yeah, and bad weather on the weekends. Like that's not something we can control, obviously. So
lately,
I don't
because
know.
of the weather, I started doing those research videos. Which that research video I put out, you guys, the mapping one, I was just like, I can't go outside because it's horrible. So I threw that together. I did a bunch of it's fun. I love doing that kind of analytical stuff. And I'm like, this is a 5-minute video. Nobody's going to like this. It's not going to do. And the response from you guys was crazy. Like, I couldn't believe how many of you liked that kind of research. And so I may do more of that. It sounds like there were people asking me to do other states
Oh, really?
to map
That's a good idea.
patterns. So I'll do that. And I just want to say I really appreciate that you guys like that content. And but every now and then on our videos, we do get these comments from people. Usually it's when there's another live going on of people attacking us. They'll come in. Yeah, they'll come. Tennessee Truth. I love maps.
Maps are good.
They come in and there's always this accusation like you guys are profiting, like you're trying to make money. You're just grifters. Is that what they call it? Grifters.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna put a challenge out tonight. Any other channel out there who calls us a grifter, I'm putting all of our money, our recent videos we've put out, how much they've earned, how much we earn. I'm gonna put the video earnings. I'm gonna put whatever gifts. What's it called? Smart chat.
I don't
know. The chat donations. I'm gonna put that out there. I'm gonna show you guys. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna prove it. I'll prove it. I'm gonna show you guys how much we make tonight. I'm gonna be completely transparent. And any channel that wants to claim that we make money off of Summer or any other case, I challenge you to do this same exact thing I'm doing tonight. Full transparency. Yeah. And I got this inspiration. I know a lot of you don't like her. I'm sorry, but she does a good job tearing down people who do exploit. So I keep getting distracted by chat. So 6up Media, she had a mouth to her when she goes after channels. I know a lot of you just don't like her, and I understand. But her and Tragedy Pimps Exposed, they both came after us at the beginning. When we first started, they were coming after us because they assumed a lot of things about us.
Right.
6up Media, we talked on the phone. She was down here and Nana was here at the same time, and we had a conversation on the phone, and she realized some of the stuff that we don't show you all, some of the things we do locally with locals.
Right.
And so, you know, she kind of flipped on that. She's like, okay, well, yeah, he's not a grifter. And I appreciate that.
Well, I don't mind people, you know, but also you've got to remember that all YouTubers are doing it.
I don't blame them.
All YouTubers are making money. I mean, that's part of it. And what you do with your money is your...
Hey, back.
Whatever you do with your money is your thing. It doesn't matter, but we don't...
Hey, Nana.
I wouldn't exactly say we make money. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. So I get it. I mean, maybe most channels out there are trying to earn as much as they can off of the cases, and I get it. Our mentor, who served a tour in Iraq, Afghanistan, she's an amazing woman. She did work on finding indigenous women in southwestern U.S. She warned us when we started, when we were barely 6,000 subscribers, 5,000 subscribers. She said, I have helped so many channels, you guys, understand like the right path, who to reach out to, what to do, how to handle these cases. And she said, be careful, be very, very careful, because if you ever do get to the point where you can make a choice to do something that would increase income, making something clickable, clickbait, drama, stuff like that. She's seen so many channels make that turn toward the money, the allure of money, she called it, and crash and burn. They destroy their own channel. the reputation.
And I can see the allure, of course, of like you notice a trend, and that so you go for that trend, but then it becomes a whole different animal.
Oh, it takes over. Like
Yeah.
you're making decisions not based on what's right for
Yeah.
locals, for the case, for the missing person. It's a fine line, you guys, because we do earn income off of ads, and you'll see how much, and you'll see how much of the chat. I keep forgetting what it's called. Chat donations and things like that. You'll see
stickers. I don't know what they're called.
Super stickers. I think it's called.
Stickers.
And where was I going with that? You'll see the proportion. Like, just imagine when I show you this, if you're making that much and then you're getting in your Jeep on the weekends, you've got gear you've got to keep up for searching. Super chats, thank you.
That shows.
And you're going out there, you're talking to people. During this interview, I had to drive out through Beach Creek. I had to go up to where Frank has a place. We met in person. And the Jeep is a gas guzzler. We need it. It's 4-wheel drive. I'm sorry. And it can get pricey.
And it's constantly not breaking down, but needing repairs.
I got to replace it. I don't know how I'm going to replace it.
I'll miss it.
Oh, new member. Thank you.
Yay.
Memberships, you guys. By the way, I apologize to every member. Thank you, Mary Stevens, for joining. I want to thank all you members who have joined, because I thought I had lowered the bottom price. I thought I had made it like, I think $4.99, and
yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah, but when I went in, Nana asked me, she's like, your lower membership is this much. I'm like, no, it's not. What are you talking about? And I went and checked, and it was. The edit didn't kick in. Thank you, Rock and Robin. The edit didn't kick in. So for all of you who have joined at that level, I appreciate you so much even more. I mean, and I'm going to show memberships. Mm-hmm. I'm going to show how much we make from memberships too. I'm full transparency tonight. Because
how are you going to do that?
I took screenshots because people assume because you have a channel with what are we at now? 27,000 subscribers. You have a video that gets 10,000 views. Yeah, she was. She's like, what? You're asking that much for them? I'm like, no, I'm not. Nana, I'm not.
Yeah, right.
And then I found out I was, and I'm like, oh crap, it's been that way for like the past year. I'm so sorry. Nana. I may actually, all of you who are members, I may actually go through. I have to. The problem is you can't just change it. You can't edit it. You've got to cancel, and everyone who's a member is no longer a member, and you have to start over. And I might just do that.
Oh, really?
I might just do that. So all of you who are members, I may just remove memberships. You'll keep what you have for the month, obviously, but after that, it's up to people to just rejoin if you want to. So I need to fix the pricing because I didn't realize it was.
But they won't be losing money.
No, they won't be losing money. Real, I see you. Thank you. Well, you guys don't have to do that.
Aw.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Good to have you.
She got dragged into some of the stuff too.
Oh yeah.
Did you map spotlighting Summers House roads? That's interesting. You asked that because where it has been searched and what roads and land of public property. Mm-hmm. What's interesting is there's a new feature in Google Earth Pro that I don't want to say because it's so cool. I want to be the first to do it.
Oh my gosh, you would.
That's called.
Now everybody's going to go there and see what it is.
You guys, there's this feature that you can place a view pin. So it was $6.99.
It was $6.99.
Originally $6.99, and I thought I had lowered it to $4.99. But I edited it, and it doesn't take because I'm supposed to remove the membership and then re-add. So
Smoky Mountain Robin, that's sweet, but we don't want to. I don't know. We don't
I know. I'm sorry.
Overcharge.
I don't want you guys to pay that much.
No.
I just don't. I was actually thinking of using this new feature in Google Earth Pro that lets you put a location pin in. I keep seeing people I know. Jankies.
Hi, Janky.
Thank you for being here. On the property, so you can put a pin around the porch, right on the porch of Ben Hill, 110 Ben Hill Road.
Really? The porch?
It shows you what people can see from that location.
No way.
Based on the geography, what hills block the view. And so, yes, the answer to your question, I'm absolutely going to be doing an analysis of Ben Hill. Not exactly what you said, though. Kind of. And I might actually add what you just suggested. So, yes, I'm excited about doing that. I don't want to cover too much summer all the time. We just did an interview. I mean, I know you guys want summer content. You want us to we do keep researching, but there's we have neglected Layla Santinello, Hull and Snap especially. I'm sorry, Leslie. Yeah, I just feel bad because we invest so much time in a case and I lose track of time, and we have others we want to cover too. So we're probably going to be doing some of those as well.
And the weather.
And the weather.
I have to say again that it's so much easier to search when it's fairly warm.
Yeah, but I don't want it to get too warm because the tree cover will make it really hard.
That's true.
For the droning. I want to get out there and drone you guys so bad. There's a location, I will tell you, that some of the locals that we were on panel with last night have offered to help with some locations for droning, and I'm so thankful for that. So thank you to those people. I'm not going to say who or where, but that opens up another possibility for an area along Ben Hill, that area that I wanted to drone. So that hopefully will be soon. A lot of opportunities are opening up for that stuff. So yeah, I'm talking too much.
You are. We miss saying hi to so many people.
Go ahead.
Bad log files. I always want to say bag of files, but bad log files. That's my problem. Wait, junkies rumor has it. I know.
Jankies, not junkies. Poor Jankies. You're not junkies. We love Jankies. I can't believe you called it.
I'm sorry. See, I did that. Okay.
Woo.
I guess I'll just let it go. Mama, Joyce Phillips.
Vicky Brooks is here. Yay.
I'm so good at embarrassing myself.
Oh, Mama, you guys.
Yeah, Mama.
I wasn't asking for new members. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. It helps so much. Yeah, so let's be transparent. And anyone who wants to attack us about income or making money, you better share your shit too.
Yeah, Angel Wings.
I say that with a smile.
Believe it or not, I have only been drinking water.
I'm not.
See, I'm just like that. I'm just like that. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, she can be her sense of humor is very goofy, you guys. It just is.
A little bit.
And we bounce off each other
a little
too.
Bit.
So, all right, let me share this real quick. Let's get through this, and then we'll get to Frank Hill and Van Hill.
Doke.
All right, just as an example here, this was the latest video, which a lot of people would think, wow, 10,000 views. Oh, and apparently you guys, we gotta do this real quick. Apparently all of you are bots. Did you guys know that? You're fake. You're fake. How many likes do we have on here? It's got to be fake. We only have 2. See, because I didn't make the payment on the bot service, so there's not enough likes on this.
Oh gosh, you gotta keep up with that.
I know.
Ryan.
I must have let the payment lapse.
Oh.
So anyway, apparently all of you who liked this, you're all fake. All of the 926 likes are fake. They're purchased. Apparently, that's what people have said. So I thank you guys for
Is that even possible?
Thank you, bots out there, for doing that for free, because I didn't actually.
It's possible to buy likes.
Yeah, apparently I actually accused. I think the person who said that got the idea from when I attacked AI channels. ICU. I know. ICU is not real. No. Real Rock and Rob is not real.
I'm not even real.
Did you guys know that?
I'm not even real.
Glenn's not real.
No.
None of us are real. None of us are real.
Maybe someday it'll be like that.
Yeah. So a lot of people look at a video like this. Exactly. Oh, if I could have a bot go to work for me, that would be amazing. I could stay home and chill.
You wouldn't have to do anything.
Why do I not see him in chat?
Who?
Did I miss him?
Glenn?
There he is. I'm still working, so I've got earbuds in. Okay, well, I'll explain what I'm showing. He gave me permission. Oh. I'm going to announce this is the man of honor. This is Mr. Joseph Frank Hill himself. He has been actually popping in a bunch of lives and seeing what people have been saying. This is the man himself. So if you want to chat with him in lives in the future, there he is. That's his him. ID. So welcome, Mr. Frank Hill himself. And again, appreciate you all. Appreciate you for talking with us and letting us share the story, and choosing us. Honestly, though, it was an honor. So thank you. So yeah, people look at this 10,500, and I showed Frank this. I'm like, dude, just so you know, it's not about the money. I showed him all of this. Like, this is what we get out of it. People look at this and they're like, 10,000 views. He must be making so much money. Oh my gosh, right? Pretty good. The click-through rate was actually amazing. Like this one did perform really well. It was like 10%. People were clicking it like crazy. So it was nice. We got the word out. We got his story out. And that's why we like to get a lot of views. It's to get the truth out, to get the story out. And how much does that make? 10,500. Other channels might make more off of that view count. But see, there's a thing called clicks per thousand, clicks per million, that go up and down all the time. It's sort of like an engine that's running, and every 1,000 clicks, you get a certain amount of money. It's like between $6 to $10, depending on the channel, depending on the topic. On that video of 10,400 or whatever, I'm going to show you guys this. This is our month. All right. This is a month's worth of data, last 28 days. We make a total the last month or so of probably this might hit 400 or 500. We're halfway through the month, so we might have 550 so this type of video that hits like 10,000 views, it takes off real fast. It hits a peak and then it levels off and it pretty much disappears.
Right.
And so we're now at the point where it's flattened. And you can see the second one down right here is the interview. TBI Summerall's Van Hill search. We made a total of an insane amount of money. We made $73.47 on that video. The older video, we made a whopping $90.24. I mean, we're rolling in it, you guys. Like, we are rolling in the money.
We're gonna get all the,
It's crazy. We're gonna be so rich. So you guys, here's the other thing. Let's talk about search for Bluntville Man, right? In the last 30 days, that's kind of flattened off a little bit. We drove to Bluntville. I did a drone search. We got Moon out in the field. We did all of that work, which is gas. I think we had to get
entire day.
And
we got lunch.
And our time, which I guess some people out there don't think that we should be compensated for our time, but anyway, $38.74 in the last month we got for that search. Okay.
Yeah.
$38.74.
Vicky, that's exactly what Ryan wants to do, and I keep telling him I don't think that's gonna happen right now.
It's not for the freaking money, okay? We do this for, in that case, the Summer Wells Van Hill search, for the truth. We're trying to get this in front of people. We're not making money off of this shit, you guys.
No.
I don't care what. And there are people who just want to hate. They don't want you to do well because they are in some position in their life that they aren't happy. And so they see you trying and doing and working hard and maybe having some success with views, and they get mad. And so they automatically will go to oh, you're a grifter. We're not grifters, you guys. None of this pays for maybe a quarter to barely a half of our expenses. It's right here. I can show more. Oh, by the way, so somebody out there is going to go, yeah, he's only showing ad revenue. I'm sure he gets super chats, and I'm sure he gets donations. Well, here's the super chats. Let me show you the super chats. This is crazy. No, you guys, prepare yourself. No, get ready. You're going to be really jealous of this because
I can't wait.
It's this. This is the secret.
I don't even know this, so this is all news to me.
This is the secret vault of money. It's the super chats.
Oh boy.
It's the super chats.
Oh boy.
We get. Oh wait, it's
Mama. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Memberships. We have 30 memberships, so we do get. And I am going to praise our members.
Thank you.
They give us this little bit of bump every month.
Thank
we get about 130 out of 30 memberships. We get about $130 a month. That's constant, and that is a blessing.
Thank you so much.
Because we don't have to guess are we going to have to go into the next month with zero? We know we're going to have at least $130 to cover expenses of searching and everything. I know we don't, and thank you.
Your Jeep, I gotta say.
I know we don't, and I know you guys know this. I know you guys know us, and I understand. the reason you don't see negative comments is because when people call us a grifter in our comments, they get permanently blocked from the channel. So you're not going to see any of the comments, but I see them and I kick them. But there are people out there who actually believe that, and I want to make sure that anybody coming to our channel understands through this transparency, the truth.
Right.
So now I'm going to get to the big money.
And this is all news to me. I haven't seen
You
this
haven't
before.
seen any
I
of
have
this?
no clue. I have no clue.
You thought we were making a fortune, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Here's where all the money is.
That's why I love to
Here's where all the
shop
money
at
is. Here's
Goodwill.
See how much. I'm sorry, Jen. I didn't tell you about this fortune that we make in super chats and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
No way.
I'm sorry. I've been hiding it. I've been hiding it.
That's why we're going on the cruise.
I've been hiding it. I've been hiding it all this time.
Nice.
Yeah.
We can definitely retire. Definitely retire.
So you guys, in the other channels, I know there's a bunch of hate channels out there. Take some screenshots of those. Go back, take some screenshots. You can discuss the fortune that we make doing what we do. Now we're going to get to the story, the truth. Van Hill. This is why we do what we do, because we want to get the information out there. And like I told Frank, we do this for the we did this particular story for the local community. I love Goodwill too.
Hey, this sweater, Goodwill. There you go.
We love Goodwill.
We love Goodwill.
It's cheap, easy clothes. Like I told him, we knew, just talking to the locals we know, and we knew that there were so many locals out there. I laugh because they're that we're just on pins and needles. They're like, and I even saw in 6 Ups live tonight, someone's like, hey, any news on the search? Any news on the latest search? Like, are we going to get answers? And people want some kind of information, some answers on why that happened. That's why we did it, because we wanted to share that truth, get some truth mostly for locals, but of course all of you out there who have been following Summer's case forever and you wanted information. So that's why we did it. The questions, the most common questions we got. Oh no, I just lost my notes. Live notes.
You would.
Quick, talk to everyone, Jen. Give me something fast to say.
Well, now I want to go to Goodwill.
Jen loves Goodwill. I don't like
Maybe
shopping.
I will tomorrow.
Some of my clothes get all raggedy because I wear them to death.
They look like you got them from Goodwill. Goodwill doesn't have many guys' clothes really.
So there were a lot of comments asking, why didn't you ask question XYZ? Why didn't you ask about Randy? Why didn't you ask about Fred? All that stuff. We had a lot of conversation, you guys. We talked for a long time. And you guys stop talking about shopping. We're in a live. We're trying to do a live, women.
Hey, bag of files. Bad log files. Yes.
All of you are just talking about shopping.
My answer is yes. There you go. The real ICU doesn't like shopping.
Really?
There's your friend.
Wow.
There's your friend.
I respect that. The first thing I wanted to tell, there was a story. Let me make sure Frank hasn't updated anymore. Okay, he's okay with it. The first thing the story that I heard at the beginning, he was telling the story about when he arrived, a little piece that I didn't put out there, that I didn't mention because it was kind of like just a story on the side, but it represents like an elderly Southern gentleman, right, confronted with the feds arriving on his property en masse, tons of cars, tons of badges. They're coming up his property. And thank you, Sherry. Auntie Sherry. God bless you.
Oh, Chillbilly, you'll have to join us tomorrow.
You guys are all going shopping tomorrow?
Well, even Chillbilly.
Okay, I gotta stick to my story.
I'm sorry. Why do people say that I distract people?
They're distracting you, and then and everyone watching this after who's not part of the live gets so annoyed because they're like, Ryan gets distracted, and they want to hear what I'm saying. But this is interesting because these women are planning a shopping outing tomorrow in our live tonight. I'm just saying this is how it works.
It's for real.
When they all arrived, Frank was like, when I got there, all I heard was the sawmill running. This is my thumbnail, you guys, because this is how I pictured it happening. He goes, all I heard was the sawmill running. And there's like a bunch of cops there. There's like badges, there's cars, there's people raiding the property, raiding the house. And this old guy, elderly gentleman, is in the barn, on the sawmill, wherever the sawmill is, just doing his work. And I had to laugh because to me, that is such a around here kind of thing. Like the feds are going to land on your property. They're going to give you a warrant. That to me tells me he's pretty confident they're not going to find anything.
Right.
Unfortunately, in my opinion, I was hoping they would find something. I hate saying that in front of Frank. He understood. When you say unfortunately, it's like their land, you know, and I kept saying, well, unfortunately, they didn't find anything. I'm sorry. I don't mean it that way. You know what I mean? Because it's their land. But I was sad. Yeah, I know it's they're like, okay, guys, do what you got to do. Search my property. You have a warrant, whatever. I got work to do. I'm going to do my work, do whatever the hell you want. That's kind of the attitude that he had, which
he was so nervous.
It didn't strike me as a guy who's thinking they're going to find something, what's it word that would lead to an arrest.
Yeah.
So he seemed unfazed, unbothered. Again, and I will admit, this is a story that his son is telling you guys. So I understand that. Again, I can't share the stories of what Frank has done for people in the community that vouch for his character, because he said, no, I don't need anybody to vouch for my character. The community knows who we are. The community knows what kind of people we are.
Right.
He doesn't give a shit about YouTube and what YouTube says. So, you know, all this drama going on, I mention it to him sometimes, and he's like, yeah, whatever. It's YouTube. People around here don't care about that crap. Really. They care about their neighbors. They care about taking care of their neighbors. They care about, you know, what's going on around here. Right. And
they do care about Summer.
And they care about the case. They do care about Summer. They do care about the case.
Yeah, that's one thing that's certain.
Yes.
I just want to say thank you to Mary before we go on.
Did I miss anything? Oh, thank you, Mary. You guys don't have to do that to me.
No, we weren't. We weren't grifting.
I wasn't showing that to you guys to get donations. We appreciate it. You don't have to do that, honestly.
You don't have to.
Please. But thank you so much. It does help. Maybe he was trying to cover.
Oh,
I don't know how noise would cover something being found.
No, she meant the saw itself.
Was evidence?
Yeah.
You know, you got
I hope not.
criminal mind there. That's pretty good. Trying to cover up. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I'm being careful tonight, you guys, because there's stuff that I can't say. I don't want to say. Somebody mentioned money. Somebody mentioned something about money at one point, right? Was there somebody out there who said something about money being spent?
Ben.
I'm trying to remember who that was. I don't.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah. It'll come to us later. I'm going to tell you guys, and this is, again, full transparency. This is how sometimes when I try really hard to follow the, it's like Wall Street Journal. I have a bookmark of the ethics of journalism, and it gets, yes. Oh yeah, that's what it was. Thank you, Robin. I couldn't quite remember.
I knew it was something like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So here's how it plays out. Frank and I talked for about a month. No talk about money, no talk about payments. It was going well. I was close to getting, I don't know if it was before or after I got the first draft done. The first draft of that interview was, I think I would have gotten in trouble because I asked Frank, you know, and I'm not going to get into details here, but I did ask him if this was some kind of tip that was somebody has something against your family or against you. Can you think of anyone? And of course, he's going to sit there brainstorming. You know, he's like,
right.
I don't know. I'm maybe pissed off these guys back in the past. And there was this person in my life. And I put that in the first version because I'm after, like, I want to figure out who did this. If it wasn't something found, if something's not found there, then we've got the whole thread of investigation now of somebody sent the TBI there for a reason, and I want to know who that is, and I want to know why. And that's the direction I went with the first interview. And I kind of mentioned, but didn't mention certain people. And Frank's like, he watched that one and he's like, dude, no. We have to cover the search.
Oh, that was the first one you did?
Yes.
Okay.
And Frank was like, we need to cover only what I saw. Not speculation, not my guesses. I don't know if these people did anything, So he was like, we redid it, and the version you saw was actually thanks to Frank, because he goes, we've got to just talk about what I saw. I can't talk about what I didn't see, or people I haven't seen them in years. So we redid it, and that's the final version you saw. But I think it was after that version, we're working on the second version, and all of a sudden an offer comes in from another YouTuber of several $100s. And I'm like, crap. I'm not going to pay that much. Like, I can't pay you that much. And so I was thinking to myself, I'm like, and looking at, if you look at the ethics, I actually checked the ethics list, and
I did too.
I'm like, when is this actually okay in journalism? And there's some cases I think you found where hard to get information,
relevant information,
and
person's time.
Yeah, I'll get to that. I actually did that in the past. I will get to that. That too, I've done that before. So what I did was, and I found a blurb in there saying that's called checkbook journalism. If you pay someone a lot of money, like a significant amount of money, that's called checkbook journalism. It's usually tabloids do that kind of stuff.
Right.
And it's frowned upon, because then people are gonna be like, well, was he doing it for that much money? That's
that's the only reason.
A few $100. And that's the only reason. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, he did provide, it had a little blurb in there saying you are allowed as a media outlet to license pictures.
Right.
And so I told him, I'm like, I can give you a small fee. It's less than what they're offering you. That's all I can offer. You know what I mean? I can't. And I understand if you want to go with that other YouTuber. I thought I had lost the story at that point.
Right.
And so he said, you know what? I don't trust them. And if the other YouTubers out there, don't take that the wrong way. He doesn't know you guys.
Right.
He didn't know you. He just assumed you were like all the other drama.
I mean, you were able to meet him in person. All that.
And I was able to meet him in person.
Other people,
right. So, he's like, I'm just going to stick with you. Yeah. So thank you. Oops. Thank you. So that's that story. And that was it. The comment from here's the thing. Journalists sometimes will offer to get to know someone or to thank them for helping them. So I've had people around here show me around, give me access to their property. I will take them out to eat. I'm not going to deny that. Like, I will thank them with a dinner or something. And
also a discussion. I mean, while we're eating, we discuss.
Yep. So I'm not hiding any of that. And the only thing that came out of it for me, and I was happy to share that with everyone. I probably should have put it in the description, and I apologize to the viewers. The other thing I should do is put, if I did offer some compensation for an interview, put it in the description, and I'll do that in the future. But what came out of that, somebody bringing it up, is it told me that my circle of communication is dirty. I've got someone I trusted I can't trust. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh.
Someone I trusted can't be trusted.
Right.
So now I'm going back, which is nice. That's good information to have.
Could it have been?
Now I'm going back through my limited number of people, my limited circle, which is very small, and I'm going to be able to find out who the leak is and shut that down pretty quick. So that was that story. That was the money. Now somebody asked again here about Randy. Let's talk about Randy. There's that question. Shoot. Well, anyway, we had a lot of comments. Why didn't you ask about Randy? Comment here just tonight asking about Randy.
Sorry.
What?
I keep putting my cup in front of your
It's okay.
stuff.
Yep. And Nana, is it okay if I share your interaction? Not details, just that. I'll wait for you to answer. Nana knows most locals too. So anyway, Randy, I asked him about Randy. I asked him, do you think that Randy could have been on the tree trimming crew? And maybe pick my words carefully. Maybe was a contributor to the maybe a reason why a tip came in. And here's what Frank said. It's speculation. He doesn't have a lot of information, and that's all I can say. Like, he doesn't have a lot of information about Randy. There's family dynamics I'm not going to get into because it's very personal. And so I'm not going to share those details. All I know and I can tell you is he has no insight. He doesn't have any insight into that side of things. So I couldn't publish anything to do with that because he maybe would speculate, but it's all speculation. He doesn't know. Right. He doesn't have those answers. That's why I didn't include the Randy part. I asked, was Paul close to Fred's father? Did he go there often? I also asked, was Frank close to Fred? Did he have any reason to go there? Jen, be quiet and Linton. Sherry, that's not nice. Jen's been very quiet, actually.
I've been trying to be.
And so the answer to that is the way the family there works, and this probably includes Andy as well, because Andy's family is that this family had family gatherings once a year. The Hills, the Relations, a huge family would get together on Ben Hill at the grandmother's place. I can't remember the address. I think I've got it somewhere. I'm not going to share the address. They would get together for a family gathering on Mother's Day. It was a tradition for the family, and that was it. Like they were not that close. He didn't really have a lot of interaction with Fred or Andy. They knew of each other, but the most interaction in later years when they're older, the 2021 era, it was a one-time family gathering. This family isn't super close. The different parts of the family and different reasons, different family dynamics. I'm not going to get into it, but they weren't tight, according to Frank. So I'll leave that at that. Did Frank have any reason to be on Ben Hill Road in 2021? No. Frank grew up, Paul grew up there. And my understanding is that he didn't want to go back. He had no interest in going back. And he will, if anybody asks him, this is what I'm sure he'll tell you, is he had no reason to go there. He had no reason to go there. He had no reason to go there. That's what he would tell people. So I asked Frank if he was close to Andy, because a lot of people were like, why are you only asking about Fred? Well, I wanted to know if there was something to do with some relationship there with Andy. And what I know there is that they only knew each other up until teens. And I will tell you right now that this is one of those things that I confirmed was true, because I waited. Frank told me, Fred.
Yeah. I've made that mistake before.
Frank told me the story about when they were teens. I'm not going to share that story because it's very personal, but he told me, their relationship, things that happened when they were teenagers. And I'm like, and then later years, no, not really. We don't really talk much. All right. So then I went to Andy and I'm like, hey, Andy, what's your story? Like, what do you think about Frank? Same exact story. Like, he confirmed, it's like everything that Frank told me, Andy told me the same thing was true. So I confirmed that they're both telling the truth. They didn't, and in later years, they just don't know. They just didn't communicate.
So their stories lined up, you're saying?
Yeah, there's stories
basically.
lined up. So Nana quoted him. That's what I was told too. Paul said to Frank, I didn't lose anything there. I have no reason to go back. I never lost anything there. So he will, I believe he will tell that to anybody who asks consistently.
Sherry, I just want to say I didn't take anything
Yeah.
from that. Don't worry. It's okay.
I'm trying to think. So let's take a look real quick at the. I'm going to go through the comments, you guys' comments, and any questions you have. If anything, I might have asked Frank, or you think I forgot to ask Frank. If I can answer, maybe I will. But Frank approved what I've talked about so far. I have to be careful because I don't want to break his trust either. I have to be careful what I share. So none of the information that I'm keeping you guys is related to Summer's case. A lot of these are family details that doesn't need to be out there, just personal things that happened. I tried to dig into relationships with people on Ben Hill, and I might have dug a little too deep because they're just really personal things that when they were kids that I really felt like I had no right to know because it's just personal. So I appreciate Frank sharing, but it's not going to come out publicly. It's nobody's business. I'm going to go to the interview.
I'm going to step out for a second. I need more water. Oh, Ryan. I'm using my Merry Christmas mug tonight.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Hey, Nikki Stevenson. I will say too, I mentioned 6 Up earlier, and I know you guys. Oh, I'm going to star that comment. I need to respond to that. I mentioned at the beginning, 6 Up Media got to know us, changed their story on us. We support each other's work. I want to encourage you guys, and if you don't, even if you didn't like her before, she is trying her best to. She doesn't like the people who are hurting locals, and we're the same way. We don't like people who are hurting locals on YouTube, and she doesn't get enough. She just doesn't get enough people who are hearing what she's exposing and putting out there. And I'm begging you guys. She doesn't curse as much as she used to. She's trying not to curse as much, but she's doing really important work. That information she's putting out, it exposes lies that have been told about the case, things that are not true, and people don't. There are so many lies. I got to talk about this.
She's very entertaining, I have to say.
She is entertaining. We were standing there somewhere in Ben Hill. Am I allowed to say the location? We were somewhere around Ben Hill and talking with Nana was there. Some locals were there. And we were talking about like the stories on YouTube, the things that people are saying about locals that were standing right there. One of the locals I was in front of had been tricked in a way of being on YouTube because someone kind of had his phone with him and secretly recorded, and this poor guy was discovered later he's on YouTube. And we're standing around, and the topic of Fred did come up, and the locals and us were just going down the list. He lied about you in this way. This is one lie he told. They're like, yeah, that's not true. And the church, there's a story about, I don't know, did that come from Fred as well? The story about something there was a basement in that wooden church on Light Hollow. That's a story that's out there. That there was like drugs hidden, or
I don't know.
Nana has been gracious enough to let us. We're gonna go take a look at that basement, and we're gonna film every inch of the basement There is no basement, by
If
the
there
way.
is a basement.
Every inch of the concrete. I'm literally going to take my camera and I'm going to go all around the outside. And then I'm going to go all around the inside, every inch of that floor. And I'm going to find that trap door that goes into the secret basement. I'm going to find it. And if I don't find it, then I'm going to reveal that. And I'm also going to go back and get the clip of the person who made the claim. And I'm going to play that first. I'm going to show the video. That's the kind of thing that Six Up is doing. She is debunking those lies. And there are so many lies about locals that have been told by them, by these people. Not just them, but mostly them. And just please check her out. Check her out. You'll see she shows receipts. They just went, Nana and Ellie, if Ellie's in here, actually talked to Ronnie Lawson, got a quote from Ronnie Lawson about this whole thing that she just played tonight. So check it out, because Ronnie Lawson gave his opinion about the stories.
I think after this, I'm going to go listen to her.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, it's so anyway, yeah, let's look at comments. Hey, Sue Lawson. I want to ask if she's any relation, but I won't.
Did you see it?
You know better than me, Frank. You got to know the stories. Like, you knew the story about the truck running on the interstate, towing Toyota trucks. I don't. That story of the Cornbread Mafia that came out, Dawn was like, Dr. Phil, I don't know what the heck that is. And it's supposed to be, the story is it's supposed to be like a holler-based marijuana ring, you know, and
Nana, there you go. I knew it.
Okay, the truth came out.
I knew it.
It's Nana's the Cornbread Mafia. So now we know. So why did she start crying when they mentioned Nana then? Nana, what did you do?
Oh my goodness.
Nana's the Cornbread Mafia. They're going to clip that right there, and they're going to use, that's going to be like an hour live talking about Nana being in the Cornbread Mafia. I guarantee.
Yep. That'll be a good one.
She's trying harder, Mary. She said recently she's trying harder not to curse all the time. I mean, sometimes I have a hard time not cursing.
Yeah.
Why if Frank J? Yes, J Hill is Frank. If you have questions, he might answer. Go ahead and ask them in chat. He may or may not. He's not interested in putting a lot out there for YouTube. He was willing to clear the air about the search, but he doesn't have a whole lot of interest in feeding the drama or the dramified channels, as he calls it. So
dramified. You know. I like that.
Yeah, Nana is a bouncer. She definitely could be a bouncer.
The pick apart.
Yeah. That pick apart thing came from Nana. That was good too.
The pick aparts.
Thank you, Nikki. Appreciate that. All right. Let's see what people have asked. Let's see. Any search and efforts of, you guys are so nice, honestly.
Aren't they?
Yeah. Okay. Rosemary Thyme. I appreciate the interview with Mr. Hill, but saying the red Tacoma was the reason for the search isn't believable. If that was the case, there would have been tons of searches for red Tacomas since 2021. Okay. I didn't respond to this. I probably should have. And the TBI, FBI showing up from one truck, that many agencies. That's true. I do think that they thought it was a substantiated tip. And this though, if that was the case, there would have been tons of searches for Tacomas. There were. They did interview a bunch of people on Ben Hill and Van Hill and the whole area. I think everyone who owned a red Toyota Tacoma might have been interrogated.
It's a fairly.
I know. Oh, thank you, Joyce. I wanted to respond to that. There were at least 2 people that I know of who had been asked about their Toyota Tacoma, and they have no connection to the summer case. So there was tons of searches for red Tacomas. I mean, it's a
fairly popular truck, right? In the color. correct?
Oh yeah, and Tacomas are in here. I see them everywhere.
Yeah.
Me too. Rockin' Robin.
Mm.
It's kind of feels like that's the next thread of investigation for us. For me, anyway. I'm too curious. I want to know. I found it interesting that Frank Hill offered his land to search for hog remains. No, he didn't. Oh, yes, he did. I'm sorry. He's like, go ahead and search it. But we all need to keep in mind that just because arrests weren't made doesn't mean no evidence was found. If you watch the whole video, I literally said those words at the end. I said, Frank, even though he doesn't believe there's anything on the property, he has no way of knowing. Those are my exact words. So you're right. He only knows what he knows, and he told us what he knows. But yeah, maybe he doesn't know that they found something somewhere that they just didn't tell him about. So absolutely. The community, I do need to mention that. Yeah, you too, Nana? Oh, that's so crazy. See, Nana and I end up working on the same things. It is so weird. Maybe that's why we end up working together. So Timberfell has been also slammed hard since this came out, because right down the road is this what's the appropriate politically correct term now?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say the gay community then, because that's what everyone says here. So
LGBTQ.
The community Timberfell. It is a gated private campground. Yeah, I agree, Ellie. So much. The resources they used on that tip, insane. And if it's someone who just had a grudge or is trying to misdirect TBI, oh, here's the other thing I was thinking when this first came out. And I'm gonna get to the Timberfell thing, you guys. Here's what I was thinking. The TBI they're not stupid. And if they either suspected the tip was fake or, and I almost don't want to say this because I don't want to give away their tradecraft, but they could have been wanting the guilty party to think that they took the bait, hook, line, and sinker, and that they're going in this direction.
Right.
And they're doing this massive search when in reality, I'm kind of wondering if they're not like in the background going, okay, what's this all about over here? And going that way. And they don't want them to know. And I hope I just didn't like.
Yeah, but that's just
my speculation.
Pretty easy to figure.
I mean, that's
you are very smart, but that was pretty easy to
I would think. I mean, that's if I was an investigator and I'm like, why is this person putting in a false tip? Well, let's fake them out and make them think we took it seriously. And then let's figure this out. Like, let's go in that direction. And why are they doing this? And if it was an intentional fake tip, I think TBI is not stupid enough to buy it. I think that it could lead to something else. It was a ton of resources.
Yeah. That's not cheap.
My personal opinion is that it is. I think that was the case. I do. I think this was an intentional misleading of authorities. That's what I think personally, but I could be wrong. Timberfell. Sorry, you guys. I get so distracted. I would like to, if the person who owns it is listening, or Nana, if you know him, I would like to show people the truth about the place. What I've heard so far is it's not true that people walk around outside and just layer everything everywhere. Although they could, because it's a closed community where that's allowed. It's a nudist colony.
Right.
The whole crazy conspiracies about like a secret lodge up in the hill where creepy things happen. I do want to ask them about the video they put online, which was kind of weird. The stuffed animal that was
I didn't see it.
I think it was an attempt at branding that may have. Yeah, that would sound good. That sounds good, Nana. I think it was an attempt at branding, and they didn't realize that down the street there would be a search for a missing girl at some point, and it would turn that into like this creepy conspiracy.
Right.
I don't know, and maybe it is.
And I think maybe it's a community that isn't exactly welcomed by everyone around here.
Not around here. I was shocked to hear that they were.
And yeah.
They were there.
Please be respectful. I just have to say that.
And I just don't see any reason they would. I agree.
Nah.
This is not exactly the most welcoming part of the country when it comes to this lifestyle, you guys.
Right.
So to think that why would they need a gated community? Why wouldn't they? Is my first question. I was shocked to even know that was that the community, like, they have to go through the town and they have to get permits to build that place, and they got through the system and got approved to actually have that community, that campground, approved by the town and officially okay to set up there. That is a huge accomplishment in this area.
Yeah.
I have to say, I was actually surprised.
And it says a lot. This says a lot. It wouldn't be able to be what some people think it is if they got all the, if they got the okay to do it.
Because for that to be the case, then you would have to have a conspiracy that includes the town planners, the officials. Now you're going deeper and deeper into a conspiracy that is like this big, massive cover up of this secret society. And after a while, you got to stop going down those rabbit holes, you guys. Like, if you have to keep on bending backwards to make it work, it probably isn't true.
Right.
And heck, just talk to the guy. Like,
yep.
Anyway, hopefully Nana and I can have that little trip. We'll have a day trip. Oh, it hasn't always been. I didn't know it's been there for years. That's interesting. I hope that answers the questions about the Timberfell place for the folks who asked that earlier. Yeah, I would actually. That's a good point.
That's true.
But still, I mean, it is the South.
I'm just saying, you have to be nice to Southerners as well.
But those things just aren't as welcome. I'm sorry.
I know, it's true.
Just naturally. Yeah, it's grown. The original lodge closed down in the 90s after someone. Oh, no way.
Oh.
It changed over to a campground, but still has the lodge. I have to tell you, I saw overhead views on Google Earth of that lodge on the hill. It's a huge place. It does look amazing. I want to see inside that lodge. I really do. I used to work at a nudist colony resort town. Really? Wow. I mean, if you work there and it's a nudist place, you're allowed to just.
Well, it's much warmer in Florida as well.
Yeah, no cameras allowed. That's right. There probably aren't any cameras allowed unless special condition for just an interview in a private area. I really want to interview the owner, and if the owner sees this, I hope that our interview of Frank shows you that we try to be respectful. Obviously, we don't entertain conspiracy theories, crazy.
No.
I get the biggest joy out of debunking conspiracy theories, and there's some out there on you now, and I would take great joy in debunking conspiracy theories.
Really?
I just love debunking conspiracy theories.
I've never heard you think of or talk about conspiracy theories before.
My favorite part of the interview was the revelation that there was an active job site. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the other thing.
That's true. That was interesting.
So a lot of people are like, oh, yeah, right. That probably didn't happen. Frank is maybe making that up or whatever. We got secondary confirmation, and I'm not going to share who was hauling off the dirt. But we did get secondary confirmation of someone who knows who that was. And it was what Frank said. She confirmed what Frank said. So that's all I'm going to say. We absolutely confirmed that. That was the second thing that I felt like was a nice, solid confirmation of what Frank told us.
Right. And that was a big deal. That was. Understandably, if you see tons of dirt being taken out, like, of course people are going to think it has something to do with that, but it was just.
I see you.
It was just a coincidence, really.
It was unfortunately a coincidence, and I felt, man, my heart dropped when he said that, because I'm like, oh no. So I thought it was. No, it was funny. I see you. You can keep it. The comment. I don't know. I really thought that was proof that they found something on the property. When he said that, I'm like, oh man, what a disappointment, because that was really the only thing that I could think of.
Mm-hmm.
And then it got confirmed as well, of who that was doing that work. So thank you, Nikki. Yep. Really interesting stuff, isn't it? It's crazy. Any other questions? Let's see here. You guys are so nice. All you bots are so nice.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
goodness. And and you're able to write like really really well. Like,
yeah.
you know?
All you fake profiles on here that are making positive comments, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. This is great.
We pay extra for positive.
Yeah. And like real pictures, like people that look real, that's like an extra cost right there. The truck on the flyer was just an image someone put there, not the actual truck. Yes, that's true. Thank you, Smoky Mountain Robin. You're so sweet. How can it? Yeah, I mean, the comment Frank made about, so how can it be a waste of taxpayer money when you're searching for a missing child? That pissed me off. TBI doesn't randomly search there. Mm-hmm. I understand. There was that point of the interview, Frank actually, and I don't know if I kept it in there. He said at one point it was a joke, and then he goes, "No, it's not a joke. You know, it's a serious case. It's just a waste of time." To him, the reason I believe that he was saying it was a waste of time, it's not to be disrespectful about people searching for Summer. In his mind, he believed wholeheartedly there was nothing there.
Right.
I agree with you. I actually agree with this commenter that searching, I mean, we would be doing what we're doing if I didn't believe this, that searching is worth searching anywhere for Summer. So I do think it was worth searching. Mm-hmm. They had a tip. So that was just Frank's belief that there was nothing on his dad's property coming out. And right. I don't blame him. I mean, if it was my dad, I'd probably be like,
"Oh, you would your dad?"
I'd be like, "Stop wasting your time." Like, you know. Right. Yeah, a lot of people said they would search their own property. There's a lot of people not happy about, well, they think that people haven't searched their own property. A lot of people have locally. I missed that conversation. Oh, here we go. So to Frank, can I ask, no offense, it was stated your mom raised double hockey. Oh, well, at the police department, did they even go to the police department? And just out of respect to Frank's mother's, unfortunately passed away. She went through a long period of time. Frank took care of her. Sorry, Frank. I know he doesn't like me mentioning good things he's done, but he took care of his mom, and she's not alive anymore. So just want to be respectful about that. But I don't know, Frank, if you're willing to answer that question, you don't have to. But that was a story that his mom raised each double hockey sticks at the police department. Oh, that comment he made, if anything left there was a shoebox, he was giving an example of how he didn't see a shoebox leave the property. No. He said, if anything left, it would have been the size of a shoebox because he didn't see anything leave. So he's like, not trucks of dirt, because there's no trucks of dirt that left. Oh, okay. Right. I figured Nana had the answer.
She has the answers.
Oh.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to find Nana's answer. They didn't leave. Oh, that's what she was answering. They didn't leave the property to be questioned. Okay. I don't know. I can't confirm what Nana's saying because I don't know, but the woman has receipts, so you can believe it or not, but No, it was a neighboring property that was hauling off the dirt, unfortunately. No, he said they didn't bring any heavy equipment on the property, and they certainly didn't use the hills equipment. So there was not, according to Fred, there was not dirt hauled off to be
by the TBI.
by the TBI. People keep on talking about Ron Tucker's
You mean
Richard Tucker's Tacoma. That's an old story too. I don't know if you've heard anything about that, Nana. I haven't gone down that path just because I think it's another one of those things. I've looked a little bit at Richard Tucker, but I have not found anything other than a whole lot of speculation.
And I'm sure the TBI has looked into it.
I'm sure they have. Two things he said really stuck out to me. That Frank said to the cops, "I'll take you to the remains are." Frank's humor bites him again.
Oh my gosh, that was too much.
Oh man, he meant it as a joke, and I know it probably didn't come across that way.
It wasn't. It was.
It was weird. Baileyton does have a reputation, not all for the good type. They still have unsolved cases. There was a murder that happened in Baileyton. That's right. It is dry humor, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know about the murder that happened not far down that road years ago. I can't remember what year, but it was 2 or 3 people that got. I'm not going to try to tell a story. I'd have to look it up. But there was a murder that happened. Showbilly probably knows about it because he's a history buff. But it is a weird area, and I noticed that exit on the interstate. When you pull off that exit, and I'm not judging just because there's different cultures in an area, but I will tell you what confirmed his story about the people going to Mexico with trucks being hauled is that particular exit. There's a higher population of, I don't know if they're immigrant workers. A lot of Mexicans live in that area, a lot of Spanish folks. And so that, to me, when he was telling that story, I'm like, okay, especially this exit, because every time I pull off there, I see it myself. So
it's interesting. I had no idea that they did that.
The other Rock and Robin says Tucker didn't have a Tacoma. I don't know. I can't answer that question. You all know better than I do, honestly. Where did the red Tacoma originally play? There was a red Tacoma supposedly seen in the area. There was a be on the lookout notice from the TBI telling the community to keep a lookout for this red Tacoma, Toyota Tacoma. It's never been found. Paul Hill did own one. According to Frank, it did not have a ladder rack. It was also sold with 400,000 miles on it. And it allegedly ended up in South America, in Mexico, I think. But that came from a PI who also said that was true. I have not seen receipts that proves that actually happened. The TBI maybe have made that claim. I don't know, but I have not seen any proof of it either way. Mr. Fraser, thank you, Chillbilly. It's an unsolved murder. Huh. Wow, that's crazy. 1997. Oh, thank you, locals. The Lily Lid murders. Thank you. That's what I was trying to remember their name. Yeah, the Lily Lids. Yep. It's crazy. I want to cover that story, actually. It's so wild that it happened so close. Was it not a maroon Toyota? Was it? No, it was. Do you guys remember the actual news report? I thought it was red. But they could have said red or maroon. I'm not sure. I agree, Marie. It was Jose. Oh, Jose said that about Tucker's truck. Oh, it's a different case. Mr. Fraser, a different case. I would appreciate the details about Mr. Fraser too, then. Oh, that's wild. I like stories like that to cover. Candace said specifically on Dr. Pusher that she also saw possibly a blue minivan. And that's the only time I ever heard her mention that.
Have you heard that?
Frank, I am going to ask you a question in code because there's something really important I wanted to cover and I completely forgot about it until this comment. And I don't know why it made me think of that. But I asked you about a vehicle of a specific color that you and your girlfriend confirmed you saw. Am I allowed to share that information? because to me that's groundbreaking and it's important. And the more people who know about it will keep an eye out about it, and that could lead to good movement if more people know about it. I will respect if you don't want me to share it, and I hope you know what I'm talking about. I really want to share that because I want people with eyes out there. So let me know in chat if it's okay if I share that. I want to share the clip of the person who originally made the claim and then what I've heard from Frank about something that confirmed that claim. I really want to put that out there.
He's thinking.
Yeah, I know.
I can tell.
Thank you, Tennessee Truth. What a wild case Jennifer Elliott's was. I kind of want to go back, even though I don't know if she escaped an abusive relationship and left that hill, but it's a wild case.
Yeah.
Glenn and I went up there, and I don't know if Glenn wants to go climb that cliff again, but
poor Glenn. He's been drug up so many places.
Oh, thank you, Frank. Okay, this is really important, you guys. This is really important. I'm gonna try to find. I wish I had done this earlier. Shoot. Do you guys remember? Fred was on. Oh, I have to say her name. No. I don't want to mention the channel. She's the devil.
Well, you can just say he was on a certain person's.
Okay. Fred was interviewed by a certain person out there. And do you guys remember he mentioned at down the end of Ben Hill Road, there was a blue GMC Canyon? Give me a 1 in the chat if you saw that interview where Fred, I don't know if he's ever mentioned this before, but this is something he mentioned in that interview. I don't remember hearing it before, but it was he said there was a blue GMC Canyon that drove down the road and parked at the Redmonds. We got a 1 from Ellie.
Oh, Glenn wants to go with you on Saturday.
Oh, good. Yay. Thanks, Glenn. We got a lot of 1s. Plenty of you have seen the interview. And if you didn't see the interview, I'm not going to put the link because I'm not going to send you there. But Fred told a story that he was being asked about that day. And Fred's story about that day, there's like new details that pop up sometimes or change details that come up sometimes. Good. A lot of you saw
I have a hard time listening or following what he's saying when he's talking about stuff.
Well, he tends to kind of go off.
Yeah.
And he's hard of hearing, so it's.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's not his fault, and I think he has a hard time staying on the same path. But he told a story about a blue GMC Canyon truck. If anybody watches any part of this live tonight, I really hope that they get to this point because this is so important. He mentioned a GMC Canyon, dark blue with tinted windows, that parked at the Redmonds for a little while. This was on June 15th when Summer Wells disappeared. And he said they parked there. And again, this is coming from Fred. So at the time, I'm like, I don't know if this should be taken seriously. But he said that truck parked there for a little while. He also said Andy Bernard came in after at some point because he always puts Andy on the road on that day, even though Andy was on camera and his boss says he was at work. But whatever. The GMC Canyon truck, when I heard that, my first thought was, well, this is a different story than Toyota Tacoma. Everyone's been talking about the Toyota Tacoma.
Right.
A dark blue GMC Canyon with dark tinted windows. That's unique. Exactly. That's very unique. And that is something that not a lot of people probably own. You see red Toyota Tacomas all over the place around here. When I go up the interstate, I see them everywhere. Dark blue GMC Canyons with tinted windows. That's a different story.
It's pretty specific.
Like, I bet a bunch of you out there that are listening to this right now could probably name people you know potentially who probably own one of those if you're local. And if you do, I'd be curious. I'd love to talk to you. But anyway.
Oh my gosh.
That's the first part of the story, right? I heard that and I'm like, well, we can dig there. Like, we could probably find people around the area who own a dark blue GMC Canyon with tinted windows so dark you can't see who's inside.
I thought that was against the law.
No, not around here. Well, a
Oh.
certain tint level.
Yeah.
Again, this is coming from Fred, so I'm thinking this is another Fred said. This is another thing that's like, nah, okay. There's another vehicle he's putting on here. How many vehicles has he put on this road? How many vehicles has he allegedly towed and now hasn't towed?
Sounds like a major highway.
Or motorcycles he's towed. No, he hasn't towed. Or, you know, the story's changed. So I'm like, take it with a grain of salt. But it's at the same time I was talking to Frank. And I'm like, Frank knows a lot of people around here. I actually asked Andy too. He's like, I don't know anybody with a GMC with that color or whatever. So Andy was like, nope, don't know anything about that. And then I asked Frank, I'm like, have you ever seen it during this interview? This was at the end of the interview. And I'm like, by the way, does a blue GMC Canyon with, and I didn't say tinted windows. I said, does a GMC Canyon, a dark blue GMC Canyon ring a bell? Frank was sitting to my left. His girlfriend was sitting to my right. And he looked at me funny, like, what? That's really weird you asked me that question. He goes, now that you mentioned that, 1 month before the Van Hill search, 1 month before the Van Hill search, I need to say that again. 1 month before the Van Hill search, a dark blue GMC Canyon came flying by Frank and his girlfriend on the road. I don't know if they were flying. They were coming by on the road, and these people had the windows cracked a little bit, and they yelled out F you as loud as possible to Frank and his girlfriend.
That's weird.
Now I'm like, so you guys who have followed me for a long time, I'm extremely skeptical. And if somebody's going to take a question I ask like that and conveniently put it into like, by the way, this thing happened. So my radar bells were going off when he's telling me the story. And I'm like, that's interesting. Did you say a search 1 month before the search happened? He's like, yeah, it was the weirdest thing. And he's like, I don't know what they had against me. Obviously somebody didn't like me because that doesn't happen. He's like, my friends sometimes do that to me, but it's more like putting down the window and putting your middle finger up or something. Right. So I'm like, can you describe this to me a little more? And it wasn't Frank that confirmed it for me. It was his girlfriend. Because I asked, did you guys see who was in the car? And she goes, I couldn't see anything. The windows were too dark.
Interesting.
The windows were too dark. And I hadn't told them the windows were tinted. I hadn't told them what Fred said. They didn't know about this obscure interview that he had done because this was like the day before, I think. When she said that comment, I turned to her like, you just confirmed it. Like, you just confirmed you guys saw a truck that matched that exact description 1 month before the Van Hill search, and they were yelling out the window at Frank, F you as loud as possible.
So weird.
Neither Frank or his girlfriend knew who these people were.
And they never saw it again?
And I don't know if they never saw it again. I didn't ask him that question.
Yeah.
He didn't recognize it. They couldn't see the people inside. And that's why when I say like, I think someone put in a tip, someone had something against this family, that was probably one of the biggest things that made me think there's way more of the story that we don't know. And I want that out there. Because locals know a lot of locals. There's a lot of people who know a lot of people. And with that information out there, it could open doors. Somebody may call up Nana tonight and say, I heard what Ryan said about the canyon. Did you know such and such owns that? And there's a weird relationship there. I want that out there because I want those conversations to happen. I want people talking to people talking to Nana or Karen or our locals or your friends. Somebody, if you want to reach out to me and let me know what you know. If you think it's relevant, though, if you think it actually the person who owns that truck could be related to the Summer case or related or connected to Ben Hill, please 100% call 1-800-TBI-FIND immediately and let them know what you know about this truck. If they don't already know it, they may have heard this story. The tip was originally from YouTube. It came from Fred. Oh, that tip. I'm sorry. I was thinking about the truck. Sorry. I got a one-track mind right now. The tip, we don't know where it came from. We're still trying to guess or figure that out. Nobody knows. We just know one of the warrants was related to the Tacoma, the red Toyota Tacoma. We do know, based on what Frank said, it was related to that because the agent texted him that. So. Nana.
Why am I not surprised?
Please, you guys, if you know anything, if that rings a bell, please let Nana know, let me know.
Or TBI find.
Or 1-800-TBI find if you think it's
in that order.
No. If you think it's connected to Summer's case, 100%.
I'm kidding.
First call 1-800-TBI find and let them know, because it could lead to answers. That's really weird. And I would never say, you know what, something that came from Fred could lead to something. But if what Frank said is true and what Fred said is true, you've got something interesting going on here. And I'm not going to say it's not true just because it came from Fred. Maybe this is one of those things that he remembers correctly,
Yeah.
And to get confirmation from someone else is insane.
Yeah.
So let's do our own Be on the Lookout flyer. Dark blue.
Oh, now you're gonna make one and put up on our page.
And if you're the people out there who own it and you're behind the tip, I would 100% suggest letting the TBI know before somebody else does. Like, come clean that it was not true, that it was a revenge tip or whatever the reason was for doing this. I would come forward and let them know, because the way locals around here work and the way people talk, it's going to come out. Somebody's going to figure it out. So I would just call TBI and let them know. Yeah. So anyway, get that Bush Telegraph buzzing.
There we go.
Yeah, sometimes there's 5%. Maybe we hit one of the 5%.
Yeah. True. We'll give them that.
Yep. I will repeat that because it's important, you guys. Anybody tuning in late, I wish I covered this at the beginning, but I just thought of it. Fred Hill had mentioned in an interview on another YouTube channel I'm not going to mention, when he was interviewed about June 15th, he mentioned a dark blue GMC Canyon, dark blue with tinted windows, parked at the Redmonds for, he said, 10 minutes, I think, 10, 15 minutes, and they left. And they left, and he did say Andy was there. Take that for a grain of salt. It could be maybe not the 5%. That's true. Right. Who knows? Anyway, he made that claim that on the June 15th, he saw a blue GMC Canyon truck with tinted windows. And at the end of the interview I did with Frank Hill, the son of Paul Hill, where the TBI tip had them searching the land 1 month before the search, him and his girlfriend saw a truck matching that exact description, yelling F you at them for some crazy reason. And again, I was skeptical when Frank was telling me this because it felt too convenient. Sorry, Frank, but I have to be skeptical. But when his girlfriend said she couldn't see them because of the tinted windows, that to me was like, I didn't tell them that.
And you hadn't mentioned it.
So. I had mentioned it, and she confirmed it, and that was the last description. I left it out intentionally. I wanted to see if it would come out somehow. That's why I asked, did you see them? Because I was hoping that would come out, and it did, thanks to her. So thank you, Frank, for letting us share that. I'm just reading Frank's. I'm hoping I didn't screw up tonight. Trying to be careful. Okay. How long's it been? Oh, it's an hour and a half. This is our usual end time. Do you want to end?
Hungry.
You want to have a snack?
I don't know why. Yeah.
I don't know what's coming up next, you guys. We may do the church video. We may do, if Nana is willing to take me out to that church, I'd love to do that. There's a really cool interview with someone local who knew Summer that Nana said she would hook me up with. And I'm praying that happens because she's the sweetest lady. I really hope that happens. I want to introduce you guys to someone who knew Summer. She's a core part of Summer's story on that day. Someone who saw her on that day, and I'm really excited about that. I love introducing locals to everyone, especially someone who knew Summer. And then it's warming up, so we probably have,
Saturday we might go on a
yes,
search, right?
we have a crew here. Some of them are here tonight. We're gonna go on a search. I'm not gonna say where for security reasons, but oh, good. Oh yeah, we could do that this weekend too. Tomorrow we're doing the thing though. We're doing the search tomorrow.
Not tomorrow.
Saturday. Oh yeah, Saturday we're doing that
Yeah.
search. So maybe Sunday, Nana, if she's open to it. We've got Glenn. We've got a few other people here on our crew who are going to come searching, and that's also going to come on a Sasquatch hunt. It's so exciting to have so many people helping with that too.
Oh, yeah.
Boots on the ground. We appreciate that so much.
Helps.
You guys are amazing.
Kind of keeps us going too, you know.
It does. Having people to encourage you to get out there is very helpful.
Yeah. Thank you, Kylie.
All right, we've got a lot going on, a lot planned. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. I hope this was helpful. A little more insight into what the additional interview information, the other things we talked about that I can't share a ton of details, but I tried to share what I can to answer those questions because people were wondering why I didn't ask things that I did ask about. But you can't share everything. You know what I mean? It was focused on the search. It was focused on the property, and that's what we wanted to cover. So
what?
Trying to find what Chillbilly said. I don't know. Sorry, I get distracted. Thank you, Joyce. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna sign off, get some food because I hardly had anything tonight either.
That's probably why.
And we're gonna go Sasquatch hunting Saturday. Thanks for being the hiking bouncer, Geoboards. Appreciate it.
We definitely need a hiking bouncer, but Nana's good at that too. Right?
Nana's our second bouncer.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, we've got. I don't know who is wood. You guys keep on. I'm gonna be up all night trying to figure out what you guys are talking about. Anyway, love you all. Thank you for hanging with us tonight. Hope this was interesting. Don't know when we'll be on next. We're kind of random like that, but we love you all. Thank you. Appreciate you, and we will see you next time.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.